Hey everyone, Eezore here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get to the starting area, the tutorial area in Dark Souls. Now, this is kind of important for a couple of different reasons. Reason number one is that you do get an item there that allows you to access an entirely optional area, which has a optional boss, requires for a whole bunch of the achievements. But then also you get the iron rusted ring and a really good crafting item there, so kind of important. In order to do this, you do need to access the shortcut in the Undead Parish. And as you saw, it is kind of this back here by the Firelink Shrine. If you come up here, you do just kind of roll off a little bit. And then you come up the stairs and you see there's this body here. I do get stuck. You do need to roll off of that one. You can't just walk off it, otherwise you get to the side of this little mausoleum and you can't really get off it. So we just reset the attempt real quick. Like I said, make sure that you do roll off of it. I think I got lucky the second time in the fact that I dropped off it. So you don't necessarily need this item to do it, but you do use it here in order to get the iron rusted ring, which lets you walk around in low mobility areas better. So like the swamp and Blighttown is the biggest reason. There's a couple other reasons, I forget exactly what it was, but it's a pretty good ring to have in general. Once you get done with that, you come up all the way to the very top here, and you sit in the bird's nest. It does take about 30 seconds the first time. I just kind of skip past that, and then you end up getting transported to the Undead Asylum again. So, once you get back here, just be careful, because the enemies have changed a lot. It's not the same it was when you first came here. And also, when in that first area where you fought your very first boss, make sure you don't stand in the center area, because if you do, and I'll show you here in a little bit, you end up falling straight down into another optional boss, and he is a lot tougher than the first version. So I was unprepared for it. I forgot that it was anywhere in there. I thought you had to activate him somehow, but just be careful. He did kind of destroy me because, like I said, I wasn't ready for him. So I still got to go back and beat him. I should get that done. Either way, once you decide to avoid him or kill him, there is a way out. And like I said, the biggest reason you come back here is for the rusted iron ring and I think it's a peculiar doll is what it's called. So I just kind of reset it. I went back to this fireplace here just in case I did die, and made my way back to the original cell that you start the game in. So once you get all the way back there, there is a black knight in the way, so be careful fighting him. He's not so hard as he is just there's limited mobility, so it's a little bit tricky to kind of take care of him, but regardless, once you get past him, the peculiar doll, like I said, is in your original cell where you started the game at. On a side note, in order to get a couple of the achievements for getting all the stuff, you do need to have a lot of the Dark Knight, the Black Knight actually, I think a set it is. And they're technically rare drops from the Black Knights themselves, and the Black Knights don't respawn. So try to walk in here. I didn't have any humanity because I wasn't really prepared for this Black Knight. I forgot that he was here. So just try to have him whenever you're fighting them, because you do need to have the equipment from them in order to get all rare weapons achievement. Side note. Alright, once he's done, you keep going back there. There's the peculiar doll. Now, the rusted iron ring is going to be at the very top, kind of where you have to fall into the first boss. There's going to be these two zombies with a shield, I guess. Skeletons with shields. They're more zombies, I guess, than skeletons. But regardless, you take care of them, and then once you open the door, that's why you needed that key that I showed you at first. The ring is going to be just at the end of the stairwell here. Just grab it real quick, and there you go, rusted iron ring. Now, once you have the peculiar doll, which you go to the painting in Andor Londo. This is in the cathedral. It's on the bottom floor. You have to get through all the monks in white garb, basically. There are a lot of them, and they can backstab and kill you, so just be very careful. They are a little tough. Once you walk up to the painting, as long as you do the peculiar doll, you hit examine on it, and it will end up sucking you in, basically, and taking you to the optional area. Now, a couple of things with this. Biggest thing, once you enter this area, until you go through the whole thing, you cannot leave. So just be prepared that if you go in here, if you're in the middle of doing something and you're like, oh, hey, I'm not really ready for this, you will get wrecked. You cannot leave until it is all said and done. Just want to give that heads up. I will show the boss fight on this one a little bit later. I didn't get to her on this fight, on this one. I just ran out of time. So this one to explain how to get to this area. But yeah, that's all there was to the video. Hope it helped you get to the Undead Asylum again. I know it's a little tricky how to do it. It's not super hard, but you do kind of need to know where to go exactly. If the video helped at all, go ahead and give it a like. If you enjoy other video game related content, that's kind of what I do, so consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching. I've been Eezore, and until next time, keep your story going.